Hello guys and welcome back to Advanced Warfare. I'm continuing my videos on the professional variants of Advanced Warfare because I just earned the MORS Lullaby from the campaign. Now, it's not a professional variant, I know, but as you guys may or may not know, in my professional variant, series, I do this thing where I review the 3 marksman variants. I mean, the 3 professional variants and the 1 marksman variant, because the marksman variant is basically considered a professional variant because it has the stats of a professional variant and it looks like just like a professional variant that already exists. There's like 2 professional variants that look alike, and then there's one odd one out, and that's because it actually looks like the marksman variant. That happens with most, or if not all, the weapons in the game. But with the MORS, it's a little bit different. There's just like the MORS and the HBRA3, there's only 2 professional variants of that, and that's because the 3rd so-called professional variant is actually unlocked through another part of the game, like either Exo Zombies, that's the HBR3 lead launcher, which looks like the professional, the Raider, and the HBR Average Joe, the marksman, looks like the cowboy. So, but it's a little different here because the 2 professional variants look exactly the same, the Penetrator and the Ransacker. So the marksman variants, the Pummeler, and the other special ones, the Lullaby, which they look exactly the same. So starting things off with the MORS Lullaby here, the MORS Lullaby has -1 accuracy, indicating 10% more sway, but it has a ballistic CPU integrated into it. So does it have -1 accuracy or not? This is a very confusing variant, guys. So let's compare the 2 sways and see how they differ. And yeah, you definitely notice that the MORS Lullaby at the top there has more sway. It just has like 10%. It has more sway than, because I have a normal MORS here with a ballistic CPU versus the MORS up there, and you definitely notice that the Lullaby has more sway. Now let's switch over, and I'm gonna switch over to the MORS without a ballistic CPU, and then compare the 2. So let's compare again. This is without a ballistic CPU. The MORS Lullaby already has a ballistic CPU in it, so yeah. Oops. And as you see, they're pretty much almost identical. But the MORS Lullaby still has a lot of sway. So overall, the ballistic CPU on this weapon really does nothing because it has more sway overall. But the good thing about the MORS Lullaby is that it has a 10% faster sprint out time, which is hard to test. But here's the regular MORS sprint out time. And now here's the Lullaby. Yeah, it's a little bit faster. It's hard to notice though. So yeah, that was the Lullaby. Our next variant we are going to test here is going to be the Pummeler. That's the marksman variant. Alright, so here's the Pummeler. Now, unfortunately for the Pummeler, it has -1 damage, but there's no really way to test that because the -1 damage just means that the penetration is increased from high to medium. So, like the wall penetration. I could try to test that out, but I don't know if it'll be worth it. Like, I don't know what I could shoot through that's thin. Like, I don't know. I don't know what to shoot through that's thin. Maybe I could try this wall window here. Let's try that and see how we do. Yeah, I can't shoot through that. What can I shoot through? Shit. Let's try this. What can I shoot through that? I don't know why I chose Biolab. Oh, maybe I could try something in here. Can I shoot through this thin piece of whatever? I don't know why I'm not hitting him. Okay, whatever. You get the point. This has weaker penetration than the other MORS. Now, this the MORS Pummeler has 10% more idle sway, which I'm going to show you now. And you definitely notice that. Yeah, the MORS Pummeler has 10% more idle sway. It's the Pummeler is probably the best because it's like it's the best quick scope and variant. I'm gonna die here because I kind of wasted a lot of bullets. So now, but the thing you will notice is the fact that it has a faster fire rate. So here's the regular MORS, and now here's the Pummeler. All right, yeah. So you notice that, and let's do it at the same time. And you notice that the Pummeler does it faster. And it also has a 10% faster sprint out time, which I'm gonna go ahead and show you right now. Yeah, I definitely notice it. So there's the Pummeler for you. Let's go to the MORS penetrator here. Wait, the MORS penetrator. Now, let's test out the normal sprint out time for the MORS, the regular MORS. And for the MORS penetrator, here is this. Yeah, it's definitely, yeah, it has a 10% slower sprint out time. Also, it has higher wall penetration, but it's not as high as the Silver Bullet. Now the MORS, it does have another downside of rate of fire decrease. I don't even need to test them at the same time because you guys can realize the difference, but if you can't, here it is. Hold on. Yeah, you definitely notice that the MORS at the bottom is beating it. It goes down from 47 RPM to 43 RPM. The Pummeler goes to 51 RPM. And the movement speed is moved from 90 is moved from 90% to 92%. So this is how fast you run with the regular MORS. And this is how fast you run with the penetrator. It's a slight increase, but it's a little noticeable. Now let's race each other and let's have a race. I can't run at the same time. I don't know. I can't. Yeah, I think so. Yep. So, and last variant that we have to look at here is the MORS Ransacker, which is considered a good variant. No. Oh shit! I didn't do the Ransacker MORS, did I? All right, 1 second. Alright, sorry guys, I'm back. I forgot to equip the Ransacker on my class here, but the Ransacker also has a 43 RPM, so... And here's the Ransacker. Yeah, you definitely notice. Even though it's small, even though it's like 4 RPM slower, you notice the decrease because the numbers are so small. and the MORS at the bottom is beating it. That's the regular MORS. So yeah, the MORS Ransacker does have a higher wall penetration, it does say, but like I said, it's hard to realize. But this is a great alternative to the Silver Bullet. The Silver Bullet would just, it feels like it has wasted extra damage because it has, you know, because it still one-shot kills anywhere, but like, and as for the Ransacker, you get a little bit faster fire rate and basically the same bonuses, because it also has a 10% and without the handling decrease, which is important on snipers. But before we go into the next upside that the Ransacker has, let's view the downside, the other downside, and that's that you move slower with it at 88.2%. So this is a regular run speed for the regular MORS. 90% standard, and here is I don't have lightweight on either class either. So here's 88%. It's relatively minor, but it is there. It's very minor. You're not gonna really notice it that much. But here's what you will notice, and that's the fact that the idle sway on the MORS Ransacker is way less. It's 10% less. So that's very good to have on a sniper. So how would I rate these professional variants?
It's a draw. RTP and await further orders.
So, how would I rate them? So, I'd say Pummeler is the best, Ransacker is the second best, and Penetrator is the third best, and Lullaby is the worst, because Lullaby is a pointless variant. Why does it have a wasted attachment slot on a ballistic CPU and it still has more sway than the base variant? Like, that makes no sense. You know what else makes no sense? You know what other variant in the game makes no sense? I think I viewed it before, but it's this pistol, which, how do you have -1 handling and a laser sight? Like, what? So yeah, so in case you missed the stats, here it is. Let me know if you want me to do these videos for like elite guns, because I've done gameplay on elite guns, but like I haven't gone like fully in depth on them. I just explain what they do without even like going into detail about it, like I am here with the professional weapon series. Now I'm not doing enlisted weapons because those are there's like so many of them, and like I can't. The only episode left I have to get is the IMR, and that's it. I barely have all of the enlisted variants, so I'm not gonna do that. But let me know if you guys want to see elite showcases for these, like in depth, and I could. That's definitely something I could do. So, yes, in case you missed it, the MORS Lullaby is -1 accuracy for +1 handling and built-in ballistic CPU, which built-in ballistic CPU, but the -1 accuracy messes with it. So, overall has more sway. So, don't use this variant. I don't know why the campaign gives you the MORS Lullaby of all things. Like, this is not a good variant. Like, at least the HBR3 lead launcher, yeah, it fires slow, but it's accurate as shit, so that's kind of rewarding to get. But the MORS Lullaby, like, why work hard on that? All you have to do is upgrade quick aim, and that's all you have to do. That's how I got it, so trust me. But yeah, not a good one. So yeah, -1 accuracy, +1 handling, and a built-in ballistic CPU. This one basically has the same stats, but it's way better because it has a faster fire rate, -1 damage, -1 accuracy in exchange for +1 fire rate, +1 handling. Good trade-off there, I'd say. The Penetrator is +1 damage, -1 fire rate, -1 handling, and +1 mobility. The Ransacker is pretty much the same with the, yeah, it's comparable to the Silver Bullet as well. As you can see, it has decrease in fire rate. And yeah, when you compare the Doctor and the Silver Bullet, it's like a night-to-day difference. It has everything that the Silver Bullet does right, the Doctor does wrong, and everything the Doctor does right, the Silver Bullet does wrong, so it's like a night-to-day difference. And the Ransacker is a mini version of the Silver Bullet, but instead of -1 handling, it's got -1 mobility. But anyways, it has +1 damage and -1 fire rate like the Penetrator. Anyways, +1 damage, +1 accuracy, -1 fire rate, -1 mobility. So there's the MORS. That's the MORS professional variants in the game. I consider these because they look the same. Like you have variants that look the same, like the Feint, the Exact, and the Rover look the same, and you got the Hurried that looks like the Feint. You got the Talent, which looks like the Presto, and then these two. So that's what I mean when I say that. Snake Oil looks like the Variable. So yeah, that's what I mean, guys. That's exactly what I mean. A legit Exterminator, and then these two. And then you got this looking like the Beer and Pretzels, and then these two. I don't need to go into it, but yeah, you guys know what I mean. So yeah, thank you guys for watching.